Hi everyone, this is Chris. Thank you for joining me. So today is another Christmas tutorial. Yes, we're going to have Christmas tutorials all month long, all November, and also, of course, December. I just love this period of year. Okay, so today we're going to make these two ornaments. Of course, you can customize these as at will. Use the colors you like. These are Baubles decorations. They're going to be totally handmade. And you can use all your scraps for this. And also I wanted to add, if you have some garlands or other decorations that are falling apart or too old or they're broken, don't throw them away. I'm sure that there are a lot of things that you could use to make other decorations as well. So I'm going to do this in the traditional colors because that's my colors for Christmas. Of course, you do these in yours. Use what you have. So what you will need for this, we're going to use some foam. And I'm going to use glitter foam. I'm going to give you two, we're going to make two together today. So this one is absolutely gorgeous. I'm not sure the camera will be able to pick it up, but it's glittery. It's absolutely awesome. And it goes also, you have the same glitter, you know, in powder that you can use as well if you don't have this foam. But I'm sure you will be able at this period of time to find this everywhere. So I've cut this with my dies into the circles to fit my bubbles. They're plastic and they are, you open them in half. So they're about 2.5 inches, which makes, I can't remember in centimeters, which is about 6.5 centimeters. And they are going to fit perfectly. For the backing, let me show you how it looks on the other side. I have used some fillers, pillow fillers. If you don't have this, don't go and buy it. You can use also cotton, that will do the trick. And we're gonna use all kinds of decorations. I have a Sizzix dies, and I have cut different poinsettias in it. I'm gonna use the smaller one. They're coming 3. They're the big Sizzix dies. And I've already pre-cut these. We're gonna use that. We're gonna use some also pine cones that you can buy in packs. These are from last year. I still have them. I have a whole pack, so I'm going to use it again so I don't have to buy another one. And I have also bought this. I bought it this year. I think it was on Amazon because it's cheaper than what I could find in the stores. And they come in a big pack like this. I think it's around 4. I mean, it's in euros, but I guess you can find these also in whatever country you are, especially in America, because they're really not expensive. And I love this little decorations because you can cut them. You have a little metallic wire, so you can cut them the length you need. And we're going to use a few more little things, but it's going to be mainly this. So let's go with the first one. What I'm going to do is first, what I think is best to do is to put the filler in the back, and then we'll work on it on top of it. I think it's easier, but you can do it after when you're done. So we're going to use hot glue. I'm only going to use hot glue for this project. So I'm going to put plenty of glue on the back. And we're going to put the pillow filler, okay? And we're going to resize it later on. So I think it's better if you put a little bit more than less. All right, so now we're going to take our scissors and we're going to cut all the excess on the sides. It's really easy to cut. Again, use cotton if you don't have pillow fillers. So that's going to be fine. And a little bit here also. If it's too thick, you can always resize it and cut it down. It's very, very easy. I'm going to get rid of all this. All right. And now we're going to start doing our decoration. So I've got my 2 poinsettias here. I'm going to glue these together, and I'm going to use a sponge. And I like to put the green on the back first. Again, some hot glue. And I'm going to use a sponge in the back of a paintbrush just to give it more dimension. And I'm going to press it down like this for a few seconds during the glue is drying. All right, and now this is what it looks like. Now I'm going to put the center, and I'm going to put a gold bead in the center. And again, hot glue. This is foam, so it's really lightweight. And there you go. So So far we have this, but I don't really like the shape of it, so I'm going to open it just a little bit, and I'm going to put the leaves in shape just like this with my fingers. You don't need to heat them. They're going to kind of stay in place quite well, actually. So it's going to be nicer, a little bit more natural looking. And there you go. So now it's really looking much better than what we have previously. It's not all flat, it's not all straight, and I love that. So now we're going to take our circle back, and I'm going to glue it down. So make sure that it doesn't go off the circle too much. So I think I'm going to put it this way. I think it's going to be fine. A little bit of glue on the back. And I'm going to put it here. And I'm going to turn it around a little bit so I have some space here to put the pine cone. So I'm going to take this one maybe. I need something a bit big. This one is too big. I'm going to try to find something that is not too small because of the size of the poinsettia. This one might be good. I like it this way. So I'm not going to put it too straight. I could, but actually I want to put it slightly on an angle. I think it's going to look a bit better. Maybe I should come a little closer. So again here I'm going to put some glue. I'm just looking for the right, yeah, this one is looking great. The good side, sorry. And I'm going to put it slightly on an angle. I think it's more interesting when you look at it like this. Again, with a little bit of snow on it. If yours don't have white, you can use acrylic paint and put a little bit of white on the pine cone if you want. That's good. And now I'm going to take 2 of these, and I've cut off the tails, but you can keep a little bit of tails if you wish. I think I had 2. There is the other one. So I'm going to put a little dab of glue here. Whoa, that's a big dab. And I'm going to put one here. And the other one, I'm going to put it on the other side. Let's see. Yeah, here. And I'm going to put it there. And I think for me it's good. I've filled all the big blanks. Now I'm going to take my bubble and put it inside. Okay, so I'm going to try to fit this one in, and apparently it's a bit too thick. So what I'm going to do is trim it a little bit here at the bottom so it will fit nicer. Let's try again. I think it's not bad at all, as you can see. So I'm going to put this right in here. The other one on top. I'm going to try to make it fit. Oh yes, it seems good. All right, it fits perfectly. Okay, good. So now what we need to do is finish up our decoration. So I'm going to take a little bit of twine. I usually use red and white. I'm going to use this green and white for once. So I'm going to trim that one here. I think it's going to be fine. And I'm going to put it through. And I might put a little jingle bells. So let me see. I have gold or red. I might go with a little bit of red. I'm going to take that one. You don't have to, of course. I'm going to put it through here. If you hear some noise in the background, that's my kitty. There you go. Put it back in here. And make a knot. I'll trim off the excess. I'm going to thread it all the way up. All right, trim that part. Hide the knot behind, it's not really important. And now we're going to make a bow. So I'm going to use a little bit of this gingham. Is that what you call it? Gingham? Gingham kind of pattern. I think it's really good for Christmas. So I'm working on the spool. I'm going to take the loops. I'm going to make 2 loops with my fingers like this. It's going to be very easy. Try to take my finger out of the way. That's the way we are. I'm going to make a knot and pull. It's going to be easier if it's double-sided, but you will manage to do the same thing if it's not. Don't worry. You'll just have to fiddle a bit with it. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller so I can really, there you go. I think it's going to be a good size. I'm going to trim out this part here. That's good. And I'm going to fold that part to make a nice shape here. I think it's a bit too long. And do the same on this one here. And there you go. So now that I have all this, I'm going to put a little bit of glue here. And it's done, and you've got a beautiful Christmas ornament. Oh, and I forgot to hide this. Oh, I'm not going to worry about that part. I wanted to hide it behind, I forgot. But it's okay, I'll hide it in the tree. So this one is done, and I really love it. It's all in my Christmas colors. Now I'm going to show you another one, but first let me show you how dimensional this is. And you can probably find something maybe in your shops, but when you find them here, at least where I live in France, it's so expensive that if you make these, it costs like nothing. Foam is not expensive. These, you can maybe find them in nature, or a little baggie is not expensive. So making it yourself first is nicer, because I love making my own ornaments. And you're going to save these for ages. I mean, you're going to, for almost forever, I guess. So it's just beautiful. You don't see a drop of glue. It's perfect. And I'm sure yours will be too. So now let's get to the second example. And I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to put some filler in the back. I'm going to put this aside. And now for this one here, I'm going to take some little branches. So you can get these either at your local craft store. You can get them like this sometimes, or you can just go in nature if you can. If there's a little forest somewhere, you can get some branches on the floor easily without destroying everything. So I'm going to take a few of these and put them together and stack them up. I'm not going to let them straight like this. I want to stack them up a little bit, like if I was going to put maybe 3 on top of each other. I might take a bigger one. No, this one is a bit weird. Or maybe these 2. Let me see. I have cut several, and I might put this one on top. I think this one's going to be good. I want something that has a little bit of dimension. So I'm going to leave this one flat like this. Let me stay around here, and I'm going to put this one kind of next to it like this. I'm going to put a dab of glue just here where it meets. And there you go. If you want, you can add a little bit of white paint on it if you want to make it like the snow. Because my background is already really white, I'm not going to add more. A little bit on top, and I'm going to add this one as well. So it's going to be 3-dimensional. I will show you that in just a moment when everything has dried. While this is cooling off, I'm going to take 2 little embellishments. I have cut out with my dies some leaves in red and in green, and I've cut some pieces off. So this is what I have here, and I'm going to glue this right there. But first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 2 more of these that you saw me use before. And I'm going to put it right here. I'm going to put another one on the opposite side, just right there. Hey, my Choopy! Sorry about this. There's my little kitty coming and visiting. Hey, Choopy! Oh yeah, that's gonna be much better. Yes, thank you. Oh yes. Sorry about this. Come on. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. A dab of glue here. I'm putting it a little bit upwards, like so, so it has even more dimension. I think it looks really nice. And I also have two little stars that I'm going to put into my decor. I am thinking about maybe putting, instead of the gold, putting two stars in red. You will tell me in the comments below which one you think is best. And I'm going to use another pine cone for this. I think this one is going to be nice. I shouldn't take a too big one. This one is going to be good, I think. Okay, so I'm going to put this at the bottom. So here, see how dimensional this is? And so easy to do. I think I'm going to put it here, or am I going to change for that side? Oh yeah, I think I like it this way. A little better, right? Okay, so some glue on the back. And towards the bottom, not completely. I'm going to put the pine cone over here. I'm almost going to put it flat, not completely flat, but not straight, just on the side. And there, perfect. And for the stars, I don't know. So am I going to go for the gold or the red? You tell me. I could put the gold, which isn't bad. I like gold. Or I was thinking more about the red actually. And I'm going to put them also a little bit upwards. You know what? Gold is not bad, but I think I'm going to go for the red because it's, yeah, I just prefer, it's going to pop out. So I'm going to put just a little dab of glue here and on the other one as well. So it's going to stand up a little bit. I have plenty of room here to do that. So here, and if you're afraid that you might see the glue a bit too much, what you can do is put, when it's dry or right now while it's still a bit wet, sprinkle some little glitter on top so you won't be able to see the glitter, the glue underneath. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side and here. I love that. Look how dimensional this is. And I'm going to put it straight. Isn't this gorgeous? So let's see. If this is a bit too thick, I can trim it down. You know what? I'm going to do it right now. I already know that it's going to be a bit too thick. So I'm going to cut here. And I'm going to round it a little bit so it's going to have the shape my bubble. All right. And I'm going to put this here. Right, put it the right way up. The other part on top. Make sure you clean them well with a little bit of alcohol or window cleaner. I'm sorry about the glare, but I can't really help it. I'm probably going to take it away just a second so you can see this better. Okay, I might need to clean this one a little bit more to get all the oils of my hands away. But I want to show you maybe another idea of decoration. You know what? I'm going to take my scissors and put it there so it stops rolling on me. So first we did the knot using a little bow, and right now I'm going to show you the same thing with this little tiny garland. And I think I'm going to go for white again so it will pop even more into the Christmas tree. So I'm going to cut 2 pieces and I'll trim them down if I need to later. I'm going to cut another piece and this is going to replace the bow. There you go. I love this color because it's not only just white. I don't know again if the camera will be able to pick it up, but it's also have the same shine to it than the shimmer that the glitter has, which means that it changes color. It has some little bit of yellow and pink and green, so it's not depending on where the color, the light falls, it's going to change a little bit color. It's exactly the same for the glitter. So I'm going to have this. I'm going to use a little bit of twine again. And I'm going to use again some green. I'm going to fit it through. I'm not going to put the bell right away, but I will put it on top. Make a knot. Cut the excess. Okay, and I'm going to glue these babies on. Yeah, I think it's not bad at all. It's fluffy enough, it's not too big. I'm going to take another bell and I'm going to go back with the red and I'm going to glue it directly on top. Yeah, and there you go. It's finished and I think it's absolutely gorgeous. It's very dimensional. I think it really looks great. So you have this one as well that we made together. And it's so easy. Of course, do this in your own colors. Use all the scraps you have. You don't have to do this exactly the same way, of course, but I'm sure you will be able to do wonders with whatever you have. So if you've enjoyed this, please give me some thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and also hit the bell button to get notified every time I post new videos. And also please share on social medias because this is going to help a lot my channel. Thumbs up do help, but if you leave some comments, just a little word, that also helps channels to grow. So thank you very much for your participation and see you soon for other tutorials.